Chapter number 13, Motion and Time. In class 6, you learn about different type of motion. You learn that a motion could be along a straight line. It could be circular or periodic. Can you recall these three type of motion? First, slow or fast. We know that some vehicle move faster than other. Even the same vehicle may move faster or slower at different time. Make a list of 10 objects moving along a straight path. Group the motion of this object and slow or fast. How did you detect which object is moving slow and which object is fast? If vehicles are moving on a road in the same direction, we can easily tell which one of them moving faster than other. Speed. You are probably familiar with the word speed. In the example given above, a higher speed seems to indicate that a given distance has been covered in a shorter time or a large distance covered in a given time. The most convenient way to find out which of the two or more objects is moving faster is to compare the distance moved by them in a unit time. Thus, if we know that the distance covered by two buses in 1 hour, we can tell which one is slower. We call the distance covered by an object in a unit time as the speed of the object. When we say the car is moving with a speed of 50 km per hour, it implies that it will cover a distance of 50 km in 1 hour. However, cars move with a constant speed for 1 hour. In fact, it starts moving slowly and then pick up speed. So, we say that the car has a speed of 50 km per hour. We usually consider only the total distance covered by it in 1 hour. We do not bother whether the car has been moving with a constant speed or not during that 1 hour. The speed calculated here is actually the average speed of the car. In this book, we shall use the term speed for average speed. So, for us, the speed is the total distance covered divided by total time taken. Thus, speed is equal to total distance covered upon total time taken. Measurement of time. If you do not have a clock, how would you decide the time of the day? Have you ever wondered how our elder could tell approximate time to the day by just looking the shadow? Notice that many events in nature repeat themselves after definite interval of the time. For example, they found that the sunrise every day in morning, the time between one sunrise and the next was called a day. Similarly, a month was measured from one new moon to the next. A year was fixed the time taken by the earth to complete one revolution of the sun. Often, we need to measure interval of time which are much shorter than a day. Clock or watch are perhaps the most common time measuring device. Have you ever wondered how clock and watch measure time? The working of clocks is rather complex, but all of them make us of some periodic motion. One of the One of the most well-known periodic motion is that a simple pendulum. A simple pendulum consists of a small metallic ball, a piece of stone suspended from a rigid stand by a thread. The metallic ball is called bob of the pendulum, which is shown in figure. The pendulum at rest in a mean position. When the bob is pendulum is released after taking it slightly to one side, it being to move and fro. To and the fro motion of a simple pendulum is an example of periodic or oscillatory motion. The pendulum is said that to have complex one oscillation when its bob starting from its mean position O move to A to B and back to O. The pendulum also complete one oscillation when its bob move from one extreme position A to the other extreme position B and come back to A. The time taken by pendulum to complete one oscillation, that's called time period. Unit of time and speed. The basic unit of time is second. Its symbol is S, small s. Larger unit of the time is minute and hour. You already know how these units are related to the one another. You must have remembered that the symbol of all units written in singular. For example, 50 kilometer, 8 kilometer, but not 8. That's right, 50 km and not 50 kms. Measuring speed. Having learned how to measure time and distance, you can calculate the speed of an object. Let's find speed of ball moving along the ground. Measuring the distance between the point at which the ball across the line and the point where it comes to rest. You can use a scale or measuring tape. Let's different group repeat the activity. Record the measurements is in table 30.3. In each case, calculate the speed of the ball. You may now like to compare your speed of walking and cycling with that your friend. You need to know the distance of the school from your from your home or from some another point. Each one of you can then measure the time taken to cover that distance and calculate your speed. It may be interesting to know how among you faster speed of some living organism that are given below. Rocket launching satellite into Earth orbit often attaining speed 8 km per second. One of the other hand, a tortoise can move 8 cm per second. Once you know the speed of an object, you can find the distance moved by its given time. All you have to do multiply the speed by time. Thus, distance covered is equal to speed time. Name of object and speed in km per hour. Falcon 320 km per hour. Cheetah 112 km per hour. Bluefish 40 to 46 km per hour. Rabbit 56 km per hour. Squirrel 90 km per hour. Domestic mouse 11 km per hour. Human 40 km per hour. Giant tortoise 0.27 km per hour and snail 0.05 km per hour. convert the speed meter per second. Speed directly in kilometer per hour. There is also another meter that measures the distance moved by vehicle. That's called odometer. While going for a school picnic, then we can you tell how far was a picnic spot from the school? Looking the table. Distance time graph. You might have seen a newspaper, magazine, etc. present information in various form of graph to make it interesting. The type of a graph shown in 30.8, that's the bar graph. Another graph represented in picture 30.9 to the composition of A. Distance time between distance and time graph. Take a sheet of graph and draw two lines perpendicular to each other. Mark a horizontal line x or x dash and a vertical line y or y dash, and the origin is O. Now put the time and distance. When the time is 0, distance is also 0. Time is 1 minute, distance is 1 kilometer. Time is 2 minutes, distance is 2 kilometer. Time is 3 minutes, distance is 3 minutes, 3 kilometer. Time is 4 minutes, then the distance is 4 kilometer. Time is 5 minutes, and then distance is 5 kilometer. You can put time at x axis x or x dash, and you can put kilometer at axis y or y dash. Draw two perpendicular line to represent the x of mark OX and OY. Decide two quantity to be shown in almost the x-axis and to be shown in among the y-axis. In this case, we show the time along the x-axis and the distance in y-axis. When compared to the data present by table, for example, 30.5 gives information about the distance moved by the bus only at say some definite time interval. On the other hand, from the distance time graph, we can find the distance moved by bus at any instant of time. Suppose we want to know how much distance the bus had traveled at point 8 to 50 minutes. We mark the point corresponding the time 8:15 a.m. on x-axis. Suppose this point is A. The next we draw line perpendicular to the x-axis. That's point A. We mark the point T on the graph at which is the perpendicular line intersect. Next, we can draw a line through the point T parallel on the x-axis. This intersect the y-axis at the point B. The distance corresponding the point B on the y-axis OB give us the distance in kilometer by occurred in 8:15 a.m.